Number one, I have it on in its glorious entirety, so you can see that it's a 36-inch long necklace. So you can wear it this way, or like I've done with the Sacred Cloud, you can double wrap it as well. So let me quickly tell you all of the different choices. Amazing, amazing buy. Remember, again, these are all handcrafted. These are all genuine gemstones. So you have, first of all, on the top, this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous lavender kunzite, and that, again, very, very rare. Underneath that, oh my goodness, this beautiful, well, this is, we're referring to the second one you're looking at is the multicolor. It has this Tanzanian green opal that is another one of our newer finds, along with amethyst and aquamarine. And then underneath that, you can see that beautiful lapis as well. And then, of course, the Sacred Cloud that I'm wearing. So you have all of them marked from $169.99 is your retail value. HSN price $139.98 right now. Please remember the 5 flex on everything, so you have the chance to get this home for only $20 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal. And don't forget, you always have a full 30-day return policy that goes right along with it. Jay, first and foremost, absolutely incredible value when you're looking at 36 inches of all of these breathtaking stones.
They're all natural materials, and we actually, just so everybody realizes, we put this together last year. I mean, it's been almost 8 months in the creation of these 4 different individual necklaces, and we really did this and saved it for Tucson, because this is what Tucson's all about. This is what the Gem and Mineral show's all about. Now, anybody who's ever would say that they've seen this whole show in its entirety, I probably wouldn't believe them. I've been doing it. I've been doing it for 47 years, and I've never even, touched the surface of seeing it all. But we have been able to get out and about. We spent all day yesterday with Lynn and Suzanne. We had a lot of
Oh,
fun together. We
fun.
really got to really, make a dent anyway, and looking around. And one of the things I will say, on a couple of these materials, we didn't see anything that was actually had these rough materials in it. So I think we ought to just do these one at a time so everybody knows what they're looking at. Otherwise, it gets a little confusing. So do you want to talk about the turquoise first? Is that what you want
Sure,
to do,
why
Bobby?
not? And I think the turquoise, I'll have Kyle let me know, but I believe that the turquoise is one of the more rare, so definitely.
Okay, so the turquoise necklace that we have in this is it's a Mine Find exclusive. Nobody has this rough material. So that means that the largest gem and mineral show on planet Earth, there's not a single vendor here that has this rough. I can pretty much guarantee that without even blinking. This was a very, very small deposit. We got in, as far as I know, we got we only got, like, I think 3 loads before they pretty much ran out of material. This is a really unique turquoise. This is a solid turquoise necklace. So everything on here, every color that you're seeing in this is the natural turquoise. At
Wow.
all tests is 100% turquoise. And this is Sacred Cloud Mountain. It's we actually named it. We named it for um, the the mountain range it came out of. They call it Sacred Cloud. This was a deposit that was nestled in that mountain range. And
Gorgeous.
like I said, we have we got this. It's an exclusive turquoise. And one of the things that I will tell you right now, we did not see a lot of turquoise, and we did not see a lot of turquoise rough so far. I have, again, there's no way you could see the whole show, but we went to some key places yesterday, and one of the things that I've learned with Tucson, sometimes it's not so much what you see at the show, it's what you don't see at the show.
Yeah.
And this year we didn't see hardly any. So far, I haven't seen hardly any turquoise whatsoever.
And the turquoise is definitely definitely the most limited, but I have to tell you, Jay, right now, it is this gorgeous, fabulous, cool, icy lavender kunzite that's in the lead.
Okay, this material, I have to tell you, I love this. Now, this is in the beryl family, and this is what they call an exotic. Most of the kunzite that I've dealt with in the past came from Brazil, and it's more of a pinkish color. What really attracted me to this material, and this is one of the very few materials that I've ever gotten out of Africa. This comes from Nigeria, and what's so special and so unique about this particular kunzite? It has a most of the kunzites that you see are, like I said, are more on the pinkish color. This is a beautiful light, almost like it's like a lilac lavender color. It's very unique, very different. And again, this is all natural. So it's an exotic, and it's a form of beryl. It's an exotic form of beryl.
Oh my goodness, I'm staring at this as you're speaking. It is so beautiful, Jay. And then I'm going to, let me grab, first of all, the multi, because I adore the multi. And I think from a fashion standpoint, my goodness, you look at this, look at all of the different options and how you're going to be able to wear this in your wardrobe. And I love the uniqueness, Jay, of the fact that not only are they all, true stones, but they're also a little bit different. So no two of these are ever going to be alike, are they?
The cool thing I find it interesting is that, Mother Nature doesn't make anything identically because
Yes.
it's not exact. So I get a lot of people that, that when they call me, they send me a photo and they said, I just bought this. Is it real? Well, from a photo, it's kind of hard to tell. But the general rule is
Right.
if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, but I
Mm-hmm.
have had things that did look too good to be true that were. So, it is just a kind of a general rule of thumb. What you have here is we wanted to combine 3 unique materials, and materials that really aren't out there on the commercial market. So, you've got this really, amazing, it's like a mint green, um, opal. It's like a misty green opal, and this is a brand new opal material that we just got out of Tanzania. And there's just so many new materials that you're going to be seeing, not only this year but next year, that we're seeing that are going to come out of Tanzania. So I'm really really excited about that. And then you've got this aquamarine. Now I get aquamarine from it's really kind of interesting in the fact that for years and years and years, I had one source on aquamarine and I really couldn't even afford it. All my designs that you saw were just aqua chips. And then it was something very interesting happened to me. It's almost like somebody opened the faucet on the
Really?
aquamarine
Really?
in the world. And so now I have 4 different sources of aquamarine, and this is a brand new source. This is a new source in Brazil. It's got a really nice aqua
Wow.
color to it. And what you want in aqua is you want that nice soft blue. That's how you really that's what you're really going for. And then as a color contrast, and this is what we call a color block necklace.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 nice pastel colors, and then for that real high pop of blue, we put in the Zambian amethyst. So you've got
Mm.
Zambian amethyst,
Gorgeous.
Tanzanian opal, and that beautiful Brazilian aquamarine, all in one design.
Amazing. And by the way, now next we're going to talk about the lapis, but let me just share with you, first of all, very, very popular. We already had 50 brand new customers making their first purchase to HSN. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, that shot that you're looking at, so important because it's a 36-inch long necklace. So when you think about everything that Jay is referring to, the uniqueness of all of these stones. By the way, I want to mention right here, that turquoise is absolutely flying. Kyle, I wanted to check how many. Okay, we have only about 1,000 to go around in that turquoise, and the turquoise is on fire. 600 in the kunzite, about the same in the multi. But let's talk about this lapis blue. And you were mentioning to me also, oh, by the way, too, everyone can pick up the bracelet. We'll pop up the information on the bracelets to go right along with it. But this is very rare, isn't it, Jay?
Well, it's not only rare, it's getting rarer. So,
By the minute.
okay, with lapis, here again, in Tucson, when you're at this show, it's not necessarily what you see in most cases because you can kind of tell what's hot because a lot of the artists are working in that rough material. You don't see a lot of lapis right now, and when you do, it's very very limited quantities. And when I say lapis in general, I'm talking about this grade of lapis. There, you know, I could take you to places in the world where there's yards, commercial yards of lapis, but in those yards, there might be 50, 100,000 tons of material. There wouldn't be a kilo of this material, and that's
Wow.
really kind of the that's the critical thing with lapis. Now, some good news is I did meet somebody who I've known for 20 years, and we got to talking about the subject,
Yeah.
and I might have a lapis rough lead, but I'm saying that with a maybe.
Yeah, a big maybe.
So, you know, so I know him really well, but I'm not really sure. I mean, and he didn't have any of the rough. He didn't have any rough at the show, so we're setting up something to see if I could get more. But then again, it comes down to price. You're looking at material here that has been in my collection. A lot of this material is material that the only reason you're even seeing any lapis on my show right now is the fact over a 25-year period I would save the best of the best. I would always keep it back, keep it back, keep it back, and I kept stockpiling it. Um, a lot of people at the time that work with me weren't real happy about that.
Yeah.
So, but in a way, it really kind of saved us because
Oh my
otherwise
goodness.
we wouldn't be able to do this. Now, that being said, I don't want to give the impression that I've got tons of lapis to work with. I don't. All of these were created last year, and the lapis was done. And the lapis that we allocated to this necklace was allocated almost over a year ago. So
Wow.
it's not like I couldn't even today, if they asked me to do this necklace in lapis, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Wow. And particularly, I'm sure, Jay, at the price we have. Okay, $99.98. Thank you. We have hundreds of people that are calling. I grabbed this amazing turquoise, which I have, as you can see, doubled around my neck. It's a 36-inch, 36 inches of these extraordinary, absolutely exquisite stones. The turquoise is way, way out in the lead. And as Jay said to you, I mean, turquoise has been literally on fire. And I like that I can double it over like this, but then I could also just turn right around and actually wear all three of them, because I love it worn like that also, where you can wear them doubled and then one just on its own. But the uniqueness of every one of these, that they are all one of a kind. Definitely, and I think we're going to talk about the bracelets next, but do pick up these matching stretch bracelets to go right along with it. Love the opportunity to be able to have the set. Bracelet, by the way, is only, if we can pop up the information, only $59.95. But in these stones, in the necklaces like this, Jay, and I don't work with you all the time, although I honor and I cherish every moment I can. You don't do a lot of 36-inch long necklaces, do you?
One of the reasons that we do 36 is because so many of our viewers who've really supported us over 29 years. Can you imagine that, Barbara?
Wow.
I know you've been there forever.
What?
I
Listen.
think you're probably one of the oldest show hosts there, as far as not in a negative way, but that has been on air for the longest, right?
Well said,
Uh,
Jay. Yes, 40, 40 years for me. And then, like I said, almost 30 for you.
so like when you've done it that long, and
Yeah.
we've been supported by so many great viewers, collectors, fans over the years. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do it. So one of the things that we get back from them constantly is they love these longer
That you don't
necklaces.
have
They
to
love
play
the
with.
36.
Yep.
They love the 60. Well, and here's the reason for it, I believe, is we always try to give you the biggest bang for the buck. I mean, we're all about
Definitely.
that. Not only the quality of the material, the quality of the designs, but also to make it affordable, really make it something
Right.
that you can utilize. So what I like with the 36 inches, which you're just demonstrating now here, but
Gorgeous.
there's numerous ways, not just two ways to accessorize with
Right.
this. So it really stretches that dollar because you're just making that one buy, you're making that one purchase, but
Exactly.
you're getting numerous different ways that you can accessorize with it. And that's what's great actually about um, these longer necklaces, and that's why we did 4 different colors. And I know that's
Yeah.
so confusing, and you go, "Oh my gosh, I don't know. Do I what color I want?" But what's great with this, even if you can, or if you do wanna make multiple purchases, these are great because they'll all combine
Absolutely.
together. And so that even gives you more looks that you can go with. And I
Right.
think that that's what's really cool about these longer designs.
And you know, Jay, to me, that, and I want to say again, now 75 people joined us for the very first time here at HSN. But when I look at a piece like this, I imagine the tremendous amount of rough that you have to go through to achieve. So the expense of creating a necklace, you know, of this length has to be far, well, obviously far greater just in the number of stones, but also from the waist, right?
You know, it's funny that, yeah, okay, we got to work together more
We
because
do.
almost like you read
Tell
my
me, tell
mind.
me, tell me.
So now you're scaring me because the only other person I know that can do that is Lou Caputo or my wife. So,
I am so, you know
here's
what,
the,
you just made my day. I am so honored.
well, you know, it takes, and believe it or not, now these don't weigh this much, but it's a good thing that you mentioned this because each one of those necklaces required 3.5 to 4 pounds of
Oh my
natural
gosh.
to create that necklace. Now, do they weigh that? No. But you have to realize, and it took me a long time to realize this when I first started out. You have 70% on the average. 70% of your material goes to dust just on the first initial cut. So when you yield
Wow.
anywhere from 10 to 15% of your original material when you're cutting beads like this, you're really doing a good
That's
job.
outrageous,
So
Jay.
it's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but that's a reality of it.
Oh my gosh, so that gives me an even greater appreciation for this piece today. And again, just for everyone, you have the lavender kunzite, which is very, very popular. That beautiful lapis. I think if you're someone who lives in Dedham like I do, you would definitely love that. We then have your sacred cloud, and then we have your turquoise. So these are all of the options. More, and I know we still have hundreds of people that are shopping, but when you look at this, and again, I just want to slip it off because remember, at the HSN price of $139.95. This is an amazing, amazing opportunity. This is the launch in this hour. And how many, so I think that the turquoise, I know we start off with 1,000, so we're definitely down into the hundreds. We started with 1,200, so we have about 900 there. And in the lapis, I think in the lapis and in the kunzite, I know the quantity was just in the hundreds in those, along with the sacred cloud. So do not miss out on any one of these. And by the way, I have to give you the information also on the bracelet, so definitely stay there for the